Our school generates over $1 million a year with 400 students in one location, and these are the 4 main ways that we generate leads. Now, for context, the first one took us all the way up to about 10,000 just using this one and this alone. The second one took us all the way up to about $30,000 a month. The third one, it actually got us up to that $1 million mark, so 83K-ish, 85K-ish a month. And the fourth one took us all the way up to 120K, 130, 140K months, basically the present day. So my goal here is to take you through this in the amount of time that we have on the screen so you can see the timer. We're gonna go through all of these in that amount of time, so make sure you watch this video. So the first funnel that I wanna talk to you about how we generated leads is called the 2X growth funnel. Now, this is great for when you're just getting started because it's very, very low cost. Basically, what you do is you take your own existing students and you allow them to spread the word about what you do. Okay, now the easiest way to do this is by spreading the word with events that you're having. Host an internal event every single month, like clockwork. Allow them to bring their contacts, their referrals, their friends to your school. Now, likewise, after you get into the habit of doing this and having those moments where you can bring people in the door, you also want to go out and you want to have a business partner network established with local businesses. You're going to find businesses that have good foot traffic. You're going to find businesses that will work out an affiliate style deal with you, where maybe they get a kickback for every student that joins your school or your academy, or you in turn advertise their business to your students. Either way, you're going to start working with these local businesses. You're going to have your students, and then also you're going to start working with local organizations such as schools, churches, community groups, any place that you can then get access to the local population and contribute some free training to them in order to generate leads. Again, very low cost. That'll get you up to about 10K easy. You can start implementing that right away. Now, the second funnel, the one that I was telling you about that took us all the way up to 30K, is called our guerrilla marketing funnel. Okay, you're gonna get out there, you're gonna put boots on the ground every single day for hours. It's slow at first, but it's just like a snowball rolling down the hill. It picks up steam and eventually becomes like an avalanche. So whenever you're doing this one, you're gonna be incorporating low budget advertising as well. So you got your 2X growth funnel going on, but now you're gonna do the guerrilla style marketing funnel. And basically back in the day when we first ran this funnel, Facebook ads wasn't a thing. I mean, we've been over at $1 million a year for the last 13 years at the time of the recording of this video. So we're talking like 15 years ago that we were doing this funnel. So back then, Facebook ads wasn't something that was, everybody was using, and it was just getting going. So we used local paper advertisements, super coupons that went out in mailers, and then local parent magazines. And basically at this point, we were spending, it's mind boggling right now. We were spending less than 1% of our gross revenue. Like, for example, up until that point, $30,000, $50,000 a month, we were spending less than 1% of that gross revenue on advertising. So we were getting leads, but we weren't getting it at scale. And it definitely seemed like the 2X growth funnel was working a lot better. And as I kind of translate that over to today's marketing methods, where I see a lot of school owners get stuck, is between $10,000 to $30,000 a month because they're running ads, but they're not running them in the correct correlation between percentage of gross revenue to the amount of money that should be spent on ads. And because they're actually not feeding that flame enough, the fire of ads never actually grows, and they don't really see a return on investment from the money they're spending. In fact, it often seems like it's just a waste of money because they're just not getting enough leads. So basically, what we had to do to escape that is we had to move on to the third funnel, which is the people paid marketing multiplier. Okay, so the people paid marketing multiplier. So what this is up to this point, up to that $30,000 mark, it was just me, my dad who founded the school, my mom who'd been there the whole entire time, as we'd been working on school, and then also my husband. So the 4 of us were the main ones. We were just grinding it out every single day. And honestly, that's the point where, we really started to get serious about advertising strategy. And then we also really had to start looking at going beyond just us implementing this, because we were getting so burned out. And when we work with school and academy owners, this is usually the stage where it feels like it's make it or break it. And most of the time it's breaking, and most of the time it's school owners just feeling like they can't do anymore. And the reality is that you can't do anymore. It's about finding the right who to put on your team So that's when you start trying to offload that advertising strategy to somebody who can actually run those ads on your behalf, somebody who can actually focus on that and making sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck. You actually start going and increasing your overall percentage from like less than 1% to more serious 5%, maybe even upwards to 10%. We'll talk about this in the next funnel that I'm going to talk to you guys about. But overall, you're also going to add people, which is why we call it the people paid marketing multiplier, because you're adding people and you're adding paid ads. And because you're doing both of those things, it's allowing you to get out and catapulting the amount of leads that you can generate every given month. And this is really what catapulted us upwards to that $1 million mark. Once we were able to get out of that, we really were able to hit $1 million a year consistently because we had gone through and had multiplied that. Now, the last one that I want to talk to you about is the omnipresence funnel. This is the fourth stage. This is where my flagship school is at right now, and it allows us to consistently break through $100,000 months, $110,000, $20,000, $30,000 months. And that's why we call it the omnipresence funnel, because literally we are everywhere. So we spend about 10 to 15% of our gross revenue on paid ads. That includes Facebook ads, Google ads, website optimization, video content creation, people, doing the 2x multiplier, the guerrilla style marketing funnel. Basically, we do all three of the previous funnels every single month, and then stack on video content creation and additional fuel for the fire of paid advertising. So to recap, the 4 funnels that we use, we start off with a 2x growth funnel. That's really where you're just multiplying your current student base and trying to double that. And then your guerrilla marketing funnel after that, you're getting boots on the ground, you're going out there, you're collecting leads in the community as well. And then the people paid marketing multiplier, where you're going out, you're utilizing people and increasing your overall paid advertising to reach everybody. And then finally, the omnipresence funnel. This is how we generate leads today, which allows our school to be able to continuously enroll new students and keep revenue extremely high. So at this point, people typically have a lot of questions. You know, they typically are asking, well, what funnel should I use right now? Like, depending upon what stage of business I'm in, what should I be running? How do I get students in, especially if I don't have that much to spend towards the people paid marketing multiplier, if maybe I don't have a ton of time? And then what are all the scripts? What are all the templates that I need to use? What do I say to people when I'm going and doing all these other things? Or what kind of ads should I be running? How much should I be training my people? What should they say if I'm up to that stage? And then how do you even find those people? How do you train them? How do you manage those team members? How do you get your team to consistently enroll 20, 30, 40 new students a month? And how do you work on overall profitability and a consistent time frame so that you can scale even faster? If you're ready right now, go ahead and click that link, book a call, get on the call, discover exactly what needs to happen next. So there's a lot of these questions that people actually have about scaling from 0 to 50K or even 50 to 100K a year. And basically that's why I launched the 7-Figure Dojo licensing program. Essentially what it allows school and academy owners to do is license our method, the same thing that I spent years with my family and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars learning, testing, breaking, reconstructing, putting it all back together, and allows you to be able to use that for a fraction of the cost that it took us to develop and actually implement. And it's a system that allows you to generate new leads consistently, develop new student enrollments, and really scale to 7-figure, or beyond that, whatever you want to do. If you want to hit 7 figures, you want to just hit a profitable 6 figures, whatever it is. And listen, we're not a course or just a coaching company that's showing you how to do the system. We actually install this system with you in your business. We take our frameworks, we give them to you. Allow you to take your intellectual property and stick it right inside there. The way that you talk about the system that you teach, the type of activity that you teach, and place it into our system. And it's worked across continents, not just cities, not just states, not just countries, different continents. This same exact system is working. And that's why we feel very great about offering offering this to schools and academy owners. And listen, because we're not just a coaching or, course or something like that, we actually take our advertising arm of our 7-Figure Dojo program called Brazen Media. And I actually developed that advertising agency because I needed to run my own paid ads for my own school. And what we do now is we allow our clients to use that ad agency that we created to be able to generate leads so that you can spend, your hard-earned money on advertising that's actually going to get you, 100 leads a month. It's going to allow you to start being able to do higher numbers than that and be able to really start scaling up. So basically, I just want to go over the nuts and bolts of what's inside the 7-Figure Dojo licensing program. And listen, if you're ready to book a call, all you have to do, click the link below somewhere on this video, and you can go ahead and book a call. And what is that call going to entail? Essentially, what we're going to do is you'll be able to talk with one of my team members, and it's going to be 30, 60 minutes in length. We're going to go through what we found are the main reasons why most businesses get stuck, kind of see where you're stuck at and give you a recommendation on why you're stuck. Now, if you decide to do something with that, if you decide to jump in our program, cool. If you don't, cool. That part, I'm not as concerned about. What I am concerned about is that you keep trying to do the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, but getting the same. That, my friends, is called the definition of insanity. So I'd rather the school and academy owners that are watching this right now get out of that insanity loop and actually have clarity on where you're going than to continuously be stuck. Because honestly, the longer you stay stuck, the harder it's going to be for others in this industry to elevate as well. Because there's going to be this disproportionate level of what we would consider quality schools and academies. I really want communities to be impacted by what your school and academy is doing. So I would recommend just hopping on a call. But listen, if you're not ready to do that and you want to know what all is involved and what we cover in the 7-Figure Dojo program, I'm going to talk with you about that right now as well. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to solidify your program and your pricing. Okay. We're going to help you transition from having memberships to having programs. And we're going to teach you the difference between the two and why one is worth exponentially higher amounts of revenue in the door than the other. And why one is going to allow you to be able to keep students longer than the other. Then what we're also going to do inside of the program is we're going to help you start your marketing blitz. Okay. We're going to lay the groundwork for you to figure out what funnel that you need to start working off of. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to teach you how to profitably acquire new students so that as you bring in a new student, you can literally go, okay, if it cost me, and I'll just throw this number out there, if it cost me $100 to acquire a student, but that student paid me $200, then I could literally go, okay, I can take an extra $100 and then go out and buy another student. And here's the thing, when you stack this on and then you stack on monthly recurring revenue, that's where it really starts to become a game changer. So we're going to teach you how to profitably acquire new students. Then what we're also going to do is we're going to connect you with our done for you ads team, our ads management. Remember what I was telling you earlier, Brazen Media, our advertising arm. We're going to go ahead and we're going to help you generate 100 plus leads a month through our advertising because we're not going to guess at what works the best. We have data. I literally have spent anywhere from $100,000 to $150,000 per year for the last 5 years consecutively on ads for my own school, for my own academy. So listen, we know what works. We know what doesn't work. We know what budget you need to spend to actually get results. We know when you need to change the ads, what you need to change the ads to. And our team's going to do it 3,000 times better than what you could do because we're going to have so much more knowledge than what you have on how to do that because we have team members that are doing it every single day in and day out. Beyond that, we're also going to give you a step-by-step sales process that is going to allow you to take cold leads, people that have never heard about you before, and turn them into high-paying students. So instead of just getting this tire kicker quality type person that's coming in the door, you're going to learn how to take somebody from that tire kicker mentality to, oh my gosh, I can't walk out this door because if I do, I'm not going to receive this thing that I really need, which is this training, which is what you have to offer inside your school and academy. So we're going to make it an irresistible sales process for you so you can get higher paying students in the door regularly. And then we're going to go ahead and help you by giving you all the templates, all the scripts, the social media posts, the flyers. We're going to give you SOPs for training yourself or your team. And listen, we also have an online academy that breaks down everything for you so you can go back step by step and with our help, implement these systems. All of this, everything that I'm talking about, it literally took years and years and years, thousands of dollars of testing to really boil it down to the process that we have today, to get rid of the things that didn't work and just to focus on the things that do. So if you're ready right now, go ahead and click that link, book a call, get on the call, discover exactly what needs to happen next. And listen, you might also be wondering, okay, what happens once I get inside? Like, this all sounds great, but what does this actually look like on the inside? Well, first of all, you get one-on-one coaching. I mean, it's great if you have group coaching, but one-on-one coaching is how people are able to implement what we're talking about. I have a team of coaches that's worked with me inside my flagship dojo, or that's worked inside of the 7-figure dojo company that has been specifically focused on implementing these strategies. And so we're going to give you that one-on-one coaching. You do get direct access to me and my father, as well as my husband, the 3 main people that are going to be able to help you beyond that one-on-one coaching. You also get direct access to my advertising team so that they can communicate with you directly about what's happening with your ad. And then you get access to an exclusive group of school owners. These are by far the most advanced school owners that you're going to find around the world that are implementing these same exact systems. So you want to be inside of that group as well. Listen, the system works. Let me just tell you a little bit about it, because you might be sticking around because you just want to know, like, how does this work? Who does this work for? All of that. We took Brandon Kemmer from California when he first started with us. He was floating anywhere from like $18K a month or so. He hit a $25K a month because he ran some specials. And in less than 18 months, he went from 18K to over 60K a month. He's on track to hit his $1 million year probably within the next few months. So that worked great for him. We also work with Jonathan Field from Canada. He signed up over 60 students, completely reinvigorating his school after the devastation from 2020. He signed up 60 students in less than 6 months, and it just really catapulted him of success. Alex Cox over in the UK, he took in and implemented these same exact systems. They added on 60 students in less than 90 days. Pretty amazing results, right? And then on top of that, we have Tina and Tony Palos in Texas. They took these systems, implemented them, and doubled their revenue. So you've got people all across the world that are taking the same exact systems that I'm talking about, implementing them in their schools, in their academies, and doing what you could be doing. The thing that was holding them back before wasn't that they didn't have the drive to do it, wasn't that they didn't have the passion to do it, it's that they lacked a system, okay? They had all the ingredients to make an amazing cake, but they didn't have the specific recipe, the order, the specific temperature that cake had to be cooked at in order to get the same delicious cake that they saw everybody else having. And that's what we do. We give you the entire recipe. We not only tell you how to put this recipe to use and make your cake, but we stay right there with you in the kitchen while you make it. And that is why so many people are getting great results. And that's why you can too. If you've stuck around to the end of this video, you need to go ahead. You need to click the link right now. What do you have to lose? 30 minutes of 60 minutes of your time. That's it. Matter of fact, we're not even going to ask you for a credit card. So leave your credit card at home. We just want to find out if we're going to be able to help you. And if we are going to be able to help you, then we're going to share with you some of the things that we believe are bottlenecking you right now, and some of the things that would need to change. Regardless of if you work with us or not, these are the things that are going to need to change for you to get where you need to go. So if you're ready, if this has been enough for you, I want you to go ahead. I want you to click the link below, and I want you to transform your passion into profit.